disciples came and asked, "Why are you speaking to these people in parables?" They looked. They saw that it was going right over the heads of Jesus' audience. In other parts of the Gospels, it went over their heads too. And they're going, "Jesus, please explain this to us." It's like that guy who wants to propose marriage to the girl or guy he loves. And he beats around the bush for 20 minutes, talking about a blow-by-blow description of their relationship while he's trying to work up the nerve. And then painting grand pictures of their future life together, while the person on the other side, the recipient of the proposal, knows what's coming. And they're on the edge of their seat, going, "Well, come on. And finally that person will go, "Are you asking me to marry you?" The question is raised. Why not just get to the point? And that was the question the disciples asked Jesus. And Jesus came back with an answer that shocked them. They'd never get it if I did. And he quotes Isaiah to indicate that the reason they don't get it, and probably never will get it, is because they don't want to. Now, faced with the pictures of God's grace we've been given, and the beautiful idea of a kingdom where everybody's welcomed, where it doesn't matter how great you are, or how perfect you are, or whether or not you're one of the beautiful people, you're still in or welcomed. Who wouldn't want to be part of that? Precisely those who have their privilege threatened by it, who want to be special. Let's look at what parables really are. Pastor Jim has said a number of times, parables are word pictures of the kingdom. When Dorothy was painstakingly trying to get it over to a bunch of callow 8th graders, she would call them metaphors and similes. And they compared that coming kingdom to things we all understand. When I was putting together the final scraps of this last night, just before that, I got involved in a detailed online conversation with people about the old Eagles song, Hotel California. And this song is a string of weird metaphors and weird images that are almost nightmarish. And people were going, "What does this song mean?" And finally, the writer said, basically, it's talking about how bad the so-called fast life in Southern California is, and how damaging it is, and how hard it is to actually leave that life. Jesus does the same thing with God's kingdom, except instead of nightmarish pictures, it's a dream that's almost too good to be true. Almost, I say, because it is true, and it's coming. That was one reason why it was lost on the Pharisees. They were playing by the rules that their religion prescribed for them to be part of what they thought was God's acceptance. And then Jesus comes along and says, no. It's quite the opposite. It's not by rules. It's not by avoiding people. It's not by avoiding sin and going to great lengths to see that you never get close enough to it to even have a chance of breaking a law. But it's in getting close to people, in getting close to situations that are dark, and bringing the light of God that you possess into those situations so that there may be some light. But if we know people aren't going to understand, why do we bother? Why do we tell them? One word, grace. Why do we help the poor? Jesus even said, the poor you're always going to have with you. We're never going to fix poverty. So why do we help the poor? Why invite people to church when week after week we invite the same people? We tell them church is open every Sunday, just like weekends only, and they don't come. But we keep inviting them. We keep opening these doors. It's because of grace and the love of God that keeps reaching, pursuing, caring, loving. We have the grace of God in our lives, and it never quits. God never quit on us. Some of us he had to chase down for quite a while. And that's the kingdom that the parables picture. The last are first. The outsiders can be insiders. The lost, the left behind, they take on great value. And as we participate in that grace of God, the pictures found in the parables become closer and closer to reality in this world. Amen.